Grand Rising, everybody. This is Goddess Kendra. Thank you for joining in a new video. Today's topic is going to be my review of Marriage Bootcamp Hip Hop Edition, Season 17, Episode 4. So, on this episode, a podcast causes a fight between the couples. I would say the worst fight is going to be between Tahiri Jose and her man, Vado. Now, when the couples all went on the podcast, they did not know that their spouse were watching behind the scenes. So, Medina was just like, Phaedra Parks isn't giving me any sex. And then Corrupt was just like, Tony is an enabler to my alcoholisms, and pretty much it's her fault. She enables me, which if you're going to be a drunk, you choose to do so. Hazel-E's complaint was she feels Devon is a sugar baby because I believe they are 13 to 15 years apart. No, 13 because she's born in 1980. He's born in 1993. I believe he's a sugar baby. I don't take him serious. If he's going to be a sugar baby, then I don't got time for that bullshit. Then not Hazel, but Vado, out of all the couples, pissed me off the most. So he complains that Tahiri is too friendly, and he called her a thirst bucket on the first episode or the second episode, the first episode. He called her a thirst trap, and he says he doesn't feel comfortable opening up to her. But how do you have sexual relations with somebody and you don't trust them? Like, you can get all type of bullshit. So they asked him, are you talking to anybody else? He pauses, and then he goes, no. He looking guilty. Like, if I ask you a question and you pause and you look in a certain way, I know your ass is lying. So with that said, he goes, oh, by the way, when I am upset or going through things with Tahiri, I talk to my baby mama. Now, Vado was extremely jealous when the couples had to do this routine where they were having to dance with somebody else's partner. So he's like, yeah, because I'm not sure about her, I talked to her just to get advice. How do you go to your ex to ask for advice? If they're fucked up, they'll tell you bullshit. Tahiri don't do that. So you can't open up. You're jealous. Like, that's just crazy to me. In that instance, if I was freaking Tahiri, I would be like, fuck you, Vado. I ain't got shit to say to your ugly ass. You're not emotionally there. And it's crazy because whenever he talks about his situation, he never wants to talk to her. He wants to talk to everybody else but Tahiri. Then when Tahiri's like, so what's up? He always is like, whatever, I don't want to talk to you. Like, how is that being grown? That's being a child. That's childish as hell, because I feel if you have a problem with me, you should be able to come talk to me and I could be like, okay, well, I'm sorry you're upset. But if I say something, I'm not going to apologize for how I feel. You got me fucked up. So then I'm thinking, are you just with Tahiri, Miss Tahiri Jose, because of clout? You act like she's not shit. You are very dismissive, and I truly believe Vado is having sex with his baby mama. And that's just immature, man. At a certain age, when you're ready to settle down, you don't sit up here and do childish shit that somebody 21 years of age and younger would do. Grow up. I tell people all the time, if you don't fuck with me, get the fuck away from me. Stop complaining about me. If you don't like me, leave me alone. So then the couples all come back and go, hey, did you know while you did your podcast, we were watching? They all was like this. And of course, Phaedra's like, who's this doing all this with your hands? How are you with this man for 6 months and you ain't gave him no pussy? You try to say your pussy's real good, and that's a problem. You know you're fucking and sitting on somebody else's face. Let's not play games, y'all. I know. Phaedra tries to seem as if she's holier than thou. Bitch, you ain't no different from these loving hip hop bitches, because when you was with your husband, before y'all got married, he was doing licks and all type of shit, and you was helping him do that bullshit as a lawyer. Girl, you ain't fooling me no bit. Then Tahiri's like, what's going on? And when they came into the kitchen, she's like, why can't I get the first glass of champagne? And even in the podcast, Hazel-E was just saying, if you're emotionally cheating, you're still cheating. So Willie and his wife Shonda, I believe her name is Shonda, whatever, was still on, you've been cheating on me. Oh, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, he might have cheated a lot, but so did you. Once you step outside of your marriage, I feel the only way the other person has every applicable being to be upset is when you know for sure you did not fucking cheat. So he's like, we've admitted to our wrongs. All you do is crucify me. Shonda, you making my life hell. I'm sick of your bullshit. Are we going to get past it or not? And he walks off. And she's like, what's going on? Come on now. He might have cheated 100 times, but you also did cheat, bitch. So quit playing games. Now I'm really starting to think that Willie and Shonda and fucking Phaedra and Medina Islam are not going to make it. And then when she was pissed, Hazel-E was pissed off at her dude. He came in the room, put his knee on her chest and snatched her fucking phone and was like, who the fuck are you talking to? And if y'all didn't know, Hazel-E was pregnant while she was on the show, which is Marriage Boot Camp Hip Hop Edition, and he slammed her phone. And they're both Tauruses, so they're both bullheaded. That shit's not gonna work. One has to be like on 100, and one has to be like, dear, it's okay. You don't have to be upset. So I cannot wait to see Thursday what's gonna freaking happen, because him, Hazel-E, her man, Shonda, and Willie already got into a fight, if you haven't already seen. And it's just like, just because things don't go your way, you do not have to put your hands on people. If I feel that way, I need to leave you the fuck alone. Please subscribe, comment, and share my video. Thank you for your support. I love you all. Peace and blessings.